guys, I'm going to talk a little bit today about how to practice your ukulele at home. One of the questions that I get from people is, where do I start? What do I do if I'm just sitting down to practice? What do I practice and how can I make that practice time the most efficient? So I'm just going to take you through a few helpful hints, tips, tricks, really for anybody, whatever your ability level is, but especially for beginners because I think beginners struggle with what to do and how to kind of get started. So the first thing that I would recommend is think about the frequency of your practice. So if you're a beginner, you're going to have your fingers that are on the neck, your left hand fingers, they're going to get sore pretty easily. So it's actually better to practice more often, like during the week, several days in a row for a shorter period of time versus doing, an hour of practice on Sunday and then not picking it up again till Thursday. So what you want to try to aim for is give yourself maybe 5 or 10 minutes a day for, 3 or 4 days in a row. You can take a day off in there, but it's much better, not just for building up the endurance in your fingers, but also for just muscle memory to click in. You want to be practicing pretty regularly, even if it's for a short amount of time. Literally 5 minutes is better than not doing anything. So you want to kind of aim for at least 4 or 5 days a week, 5 to 10 minutes. As you start to build up your finger strength, you can go longer than that. So that's first and foremost. You want to make sure that you are regularly practicing, not just for physical endurance of the fingers and kind of getting that pain to go away, but also for just your muscle memory clicking in so that you remember things from one day to the next. So that's kind of step number 1. Number 2, you want to have something that you're working on. So if it's a song, whatever that song might be, you want to have something that I'm going to go to, I'm going to open this, I'm going to play this song. And that song can be on paper printed in front of you, or it can be on a screen with just chord charts, whatever works for you. But you want to have something specific that you're working on. If you're a beginner, you haven't even played songs yet, maybe you just want to practice your chords. So if you're working on your C chord, your A minor chord, your F chord, find some exercises. I actually have exercise documents on all of my chord tutorial videos that you can take a look at. And sometimes those are just doing like 4 chords in a row, a C chord 4 times in a row, and then switching to your A minor 4 times in a row and just going back and forth between chords. That's a really good thing to do. So if you are working on chords, great, find that and work on it until those chords start to become smoother. But eventually you're going to start working on songs. And everybody moves through songs at their own pace. So what might take someone a week to learn might take you a day to learn. It might take you a month to learn. And that is okay. There is no specific speed that you are supposed to be learning music, but you want to have a song that you're working on. And then what you really want to do is go into that song and look at what are the chords I have to know for this song. So if it's a song that you have to know your C chord, your A minor chord, your F chord, what you want to do is you want to practice the transition between C, A minor, F, and you want to be able to go back and forth between all of those chords. If you can do that, then the next step is start trying to play those chords in the song. That means looking at the chord chart and just if it says 4 strums, okay, I have to do 4 C strums, then I'm going to move to my F 4 times, okay, and then I'm going to move back to C again 4 times, and you just practice you and the chord chart or you and the chords. Do not try to do a play-along video right off the bat if it's a new song that you've never done before. So play-along videos, they are great, they are fun. But to me, play-along videos are like the end game. The play-along video is when you have practiced the song to the point where you're like, okay, I got it, I can switch chords fast, I can play along that song. If you're not at that point, you don't want to be playing play-along videos because play-along videos give no mercy whatsoever. They are going to crank right through from the beginning of the song to the end of the song. If you're struggling to get to a chord, you're going to be confused, you're going to get anxiety, and it's probably going to make you not want to play the song or even the instrument. So play-along videos, although wonderful, are kind of the last step. They're the thing that you do once you know the song. So if you have a song that you're working on, you want to work through that by yourself. You can listen to a recording of it to help you remember kind of how the song goes, that's totally fine. In fact, I do that all the time. But until you physically have gotten to the point where you are able to transition between the chords and switch when you need to switch, stay away from the play along so that you don't frustrate yourself. Now, once you have finished and you can get through that song pretty easily, then you want to go ahead and do a play along video. Play along videos will kind of be the litmus test for, do I know this song or do I not really know this song? And if you can do them and you can get through them, great. Then you have mastered that song and you are ready to kind of keep that in your songbook so you can go back to it and play it again someday, but you're ready kind of to move on to the next thing. So step one is figure out when you're going to practice and how long. More frequently for shorter periods of time is best. Number two, you want to have a goal. You want to have a song that you're working on. Look at that song, practice the chords for that song, practice the tough transitions. Make sure that you can just get through your transitions on your own without anything playing to help you. And then the last thing that you want to do is kind of aim for that play along video. I can play from beginning to end without having to stop. That's what you want to do. Now, if you get bored, sometimes you get bored playing a song and you're just like, I just want to play it with the video. You can do that, but change your expectations. For example, if you know you can't switch to every single chord in the video, that's okay. What you can do is stay on, let's say, maybe C chords and G chords, or C chords and F chords, and just play just on those chords and let the other chords kind of go by in the song. And just when you see those chords that you know well, play those with the play along. That at least kind of gives you a sense of, okay, I'm getting somewhere, you know? But you want to make sure that you have something to work on. And once you finish a song, then it's time to go looking for the next song. If you have a teacher that is kind of guiding you and giving you material, that's great. If you need help, of course, you can always contact me because I'm willing to help get you new material. But you want to kind of always have a goal. And once you get some chords mastered and you're like, oh, I got C, G, and F and A minor mastered, that's great. Push yourself to learn some new chords. Don't stay in a spot where you just play the same 4 chords all the time and you never move forward, because then you kind of get stuck and you get bored after a while. So kind of try to find some songs that introduce new chords like D minor or E minor, some 7 chords, E7, G7, stuff like that, to keep you interested and keep you engaged. So I hope that this helped. I hope these were some good tips that will help you when you're at home and you sit down and you go to practice and you're like, what am I supposed to do? Try to find songs you like. Try to find songs that are in a good key that you can play, and have fun. That is the most important part of all of this. Ukulele is the most fun instrument to play. I love this instrument more than all of the other instruments that I play, and I play a lot of them. So keep it fun, keep yourself interested, and remember that I'm always here to help if you need anything. Thanks for listening.